Good morning, students. Myself, Mrs. Karuna Devi, the teacher of JDC Bitco English Medium High School, welcomes you in the e-learning program of Vocal Education Society for the year 2020-21. Once again, I am here for the 8th standard mathematics of state board for English medium students. Students, in our last lecture, we have already finished our unit number 13, that was congruence of triangles. But here is time to start our new unit, that is unit number 14, compound interest. So let's start it. So students, here this is our unit number 14, that is compound interest. Now students, before going ahead, let's recall what we have studied in our last year. Students, in our 7th standard, we have studied the simple interest. Let's recall what is meant by interest at first. Suppose when a person takes loan from any institute like bank or Patpedi with a specific rate of interest, and after the stipulated time he repays the loan with some more money. So that additional money which is paid to the bank or any institution is called as a interest. So interest is nothing but the additional amount which is paid extra or the more than our specific loan amount. So similarly students, in our last year we have studied about the simple interest. So let's see the formula for finding the simple interest, that is I is equal to P into R into N divided by 100. I, it means the simple interest, P stands for principal, R stands for rate of interest, and N is stand for period. Similarly, we have also used the second formula, that was A is equal to P plus I. A, it means amount, is equal to P, it means principal amount plus the interest. So students, by using these two formulas, we will find out the simple interest in our last standard. Now students, here is time to learn about the compound interest. Let us understand the concept of compound interest at first. When interest is charged on the principal and also on the interest occurred in the previous year, the total interest payable at the end of the period is called the compound interest. So students, compound interest, it means nothing but the extra interest or the double interest on the specific loan amount, which means interest that should be charged on the principal amount and even the interest occurred on the previous years, it means last year's interest. So it means indirectly, as compared to the simple interest, compound interest is more or double in the sense. So indirectly it means that as compared to the simple interest, compound interest is charged more than the amount. Let's take one example to understand the concept of compound interest. Here the example is Sajjan Rao takes a loan of rupees 10,000 from a bank at the rate of 10 PCPA, it means percentage per annum, for 1 year. How much money including the interest he will have to pay after 1 year? So here our principal amount is 10,000 rupees, R it means rate of interest is 10, and it means period is 1 year. So according to the formula, interest is equal to P and R divided by 100. So 10,000 multiply with 10 multiply with 1 divided by 100. So our answer will be 1,000 rupees. It means on the amount of 10,000 rupees loan, the 1,000 is additional amount that is called as a simple interest. So students, which means that after 1 year, Sajjan Rao will have to pay 10,000 plus 1,000. It means total 11,000 rupees with interest. But students, if Sajjan Rao increases the duration of loan repayment by 1 more year, then for second year we should consider the 11,000 rupees as a principal amount, and then on that 11,000 rupees we have to find out the simple interest. Then that will be considered as a compound interest. So let's calculate it. Now students, our principal amount is 11,000 rupees. Rate of interest is 10 PCPA, and it means time is 1 year, and we have to find out the amount. So students, formula for that is amount is equal to P, it means principal amount, multiply with bracket 1 plus R upon 100 bracket complete raised to N, it means time. Let's put the figures into the formula. A will be as it is. Principal amount is 11,000 into bracket 1 plus R is 10 divided by 100 bracket complete raised to 1, because N, it means time is 1 year. Now students, N is 1, it means no need of writing also, but here we can write it as it is. Now students, let's do the addition at first. So write the all previous thing as it is. Denominator will be 100. Now students, here denominator is not given, so we will assume it like as a 1. So that 100 is going to multiply to both the numbers, so the denominator will become 100. Now 1 into 100, it means 100 plus symbol as it is, then this 10 bracket complete raised to 1. Amount is equal to 11,000 multiply with 100 plus 10, it means 110 divided by 100. Now here we will remove the 1. This 1 0 1 will cancel, 0 0 will be cancelled. Now here what is remaining? Amount is equal to 110 multiply with 110. Now students, if we'll do the calculation, 110 into 110, then answer will be 12,100. So here it means that the amount which should pay to the bank after the due date, that is 12,100 rupees. So here that additional amount, it means the compound interest, and the amount along with the compound interest is 12,100 rupees. So students, let's use the formula and find out the compound interest of the questions which is asked into the practice set number 14.1. Let's start it. So let's see the first question, where we are having 3 sub questions which is given into the table format. First column is of number, second column is of principal amount, then rate of interest is given, and at last we are having the N, it means duration. So let's solve few sums from that. So here is our first question, which has the principal amount, that is 2,000, rate of interest is 5 PCPA, and duration, it means time is 2 years. So let's write the formula at first. That is amount is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket complete, and then raised to N. Let's put the value inside that. Principal amount 2,000 into bracket 1 plus R, that is P divided by 100 raised to 2 years. Let's do the addition at first. That 100 is denominator. Now that 100 is going to multiply to the 1. Then 100 ones are 100 plus 5 bracket complete raised to 2. 2,000 will be as it is into bracket 100 plus 5, 105 divided by 100 raised to 2. Now students, here raised to 2, it means that the square of this bracket numbers. So let's write this number square, it means that number we are going to write it 2 times. So 2,000, the symbol between 2,000 and bracket is multiplication. So let's put the multiplication symbol here. Then 105 upon 100 multiply with 105 upon 100. Now let's cancel the 0. 0 0 will be cancelled, this 0 0 will be cancelled, one of the 0 from here and the another from here, it will be cancelled. Now let's write what is remaining. 2 multiply with 105 multiply with 105 upon this 10 is remaining. 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 ones are 5. Now students, if you will multiply 21 into 105, then you will get the answer, that is 2205. So this is nothing but the amount. But students, here we don't want the amount, we want the compound interest. So formula for the compound interest is amount minus principal. Let's write it. Let's put the values inside the formula. Compound interest is equal to amount, that will be 2205 minus principal is 2000 rupees. Let's do the subtraction. So the answer will be 205 rupees. So this is nothing but the compound interest. So students, like that way we got the compound interest from the question. So if you want, you can take out a screenshot and write it systematically in your classwork notebook. Now students, let's see the question number 3 from the table. Here P, it means principal amount is 4000, rate of interest is 7.5 PCPA, and duration, it means N is equal to 2 years. So let's write the formula. That is, amount is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R upon 100. Amount is equal to principal into bracket 1 plus R divided by 100, bracket complete, raised to 9. Let's put the value inside that. 4000 into bracket 1 plus 7.5 divided by 100 raised to 2. Now students, here we have to do the addition at first, and we will make the denominator equal. Then we will got the figures 107.5 upon 100. Now here the bracket is having raised to 2. So it means we have to write this number 2 times. So here this 0 0 will be cancelled, second 0 will be cancelled, third 0 will be cancelled, and we will get the remaining numbers are 4 multiply with the 107.5 multiply with the 107.5 divided by 10. So students, if you will do the more calculation, then you will got the amount is 4622.50. This is nothing but the amount of this question. But students, here we want the compound interest. So formula for compound interest is compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Let's put the values inside that. That is 4622.5 minus 4000. After doing the subtraction, here we got the compound interest, that is 622.50. So students, let's write the answer in words. That is, amount is equal to 4622.50 and compound interest is equal to 622.50. If you want, you can take out a screenshot and write it properly in your notebook. Now students, let's see the question number 2. Here Samir Rao has taken a loan of rupees 12,500 at the rate of 12 PCPA for 3 years. If the interest is compounded annually, then how many rupees should he pay to clear his loan? Let's see the answer. So students, in answer, at first we have to write what is given into the question. Here our principal amount is rupees 12,500. Rate of interest is 12 PCPA and duration is of 3 years. Now let's write the formula. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R upon 100, bracket complete, raised to N. Let's put the values inside that. A is equal to 12,500 into bracket 1 plus 12 upon 100 raised to 3. Now students, here we have to do the addition at first and write it into the bracket properly. That is 112 upon 100. Now here bracket is having 3 index number. So it means that the inner number we have to write 3 times. So as a result of that, A is equal to 12,500 multiply with 112 upon 100, that we have to write 3 times. Now students, let's do the calculation. 0, 0 will be cancelled. Now from this 100, 2 5s are 10, 2 0 0, 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12. Again, similarly we have to do with the last number. 2 5s are 10, 2 0 0. It means 50 will be here. And 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12. It means 56 will be there. So let's write it properly. Amount is equal to 125 from here, multiply with 112 from here, multiply with 56 and 56, divided by 50 into 50. Now here we can do the more calculation. 25 2s are 50, 25 5s are 125. Here we will write it again properly. This 5 will be as it is, 112 into 56 into 56, and 50 into 2, that will be 100 at the denominator plates. Now students, if we will do the calculation very properly, then we got the answer, that is 17,561.60. So this is nothing but the amount which Samir Rao have to pay to the bank. So let's write the answer in words. Samir Rao should pay rupees 17,561.60 to clear his loan after 3 years. So students, if you want, you can take out the screenshot, but write the answer very properly into the notebook. Now students, here is time to see the last question from the practice set number 14.1, that is third one. To start a business, Shalaka has taken a loan of rupees 8,000 at a rate of 10.5. It means that 10.5 PCPA. After 2 years, how much compound interest will she have to pay to the bank? Now students, let's see the answer. P is equal to 8,000. R is equal to 10.5 PCPA. Just I have told you. Now only 10.5, it means 10.5 PCPA. Don't forget to make the fractional number into the decimal form, which help you to do the calculation. Now after that, n is equal to 2 years. Let's write the formula and put the values inside that. If you will do the calculation, then you will got the amount, which is 9,768.20 rupees. Here, don't worry whether it is a decimal number or not, but do the calculation systematically, then you will definitely get the answer. Now students, here this is the amount, but students, here they ask us about the compound interest. So we have to find out the compound interest. Therefore, compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So amount is 9,768.20, that we have to write here, minus principal is 8,000, that we have to deduct from the amount. So here our answer is 1,768.20. This is nothing but the compound interest. After that, at last we have to write the answer in words, that is Shalaka will have to pay rupees 1,768.20 after 2 years. Got it students? Here you can write the answer properly in your notebook. So students, like this way our practice set number 14.1 is over. So students, here is time to note down your homework, that is to complete the practice set number 14.1 in your classwork notebook. I will come again with the next video for the 14.2. Students, complete your classwork notebook. Take care of yourself. Thank you.